Hello students, today we are discussing exercise 2.3 of class 10th. Before discussing the exercise, let us discuss simple division. If suppose we have to divide 25 by 2, what we have to do, we have to multiply this 2 with such a number that it will become either equal to 25 or a number less than 25. We know that 2 times when we multiply 2 into 1 it gives 2. When we subtract it, here we get 0, and when we take it, it will become 0, 5. So we have to find a number which is either equal to, we have to multiply a number to 2 so that we get a number which is either equal to 5 or less than 5. We know that 2 into 2 is 4. So 2 times when we multiply it will give 4, and this is our remainder. This is very easy method of division. So just same method we have to apply in this exercise 2.3, and that is division algorithm for polynomial. Division algorithm for polynomial. Same division we have to do in polynomial. Let us understand how this division algorithm is applicable in polynomial functions. So this is question number first of exercise 2.3 of class 10, and this is part first of this exercise. So let us take simple example. When we divide 30 by 8, what we have to do, we have to multiply 8 by some number which gives a number smaller than this or equal to this particular dividend. This is dividend, this is divisor, this is quotient, and this is remainder. So when we multiply 8 into 3, it will give what? 24. And when we multiply 8 into 4, it will give what? 32. So 32 is greater than 30. So we have to take a smaller number, that is 24. 8 into 3 will be 24, and remainder is 6. Now the number is less than this number, this divisor. Remainder is less than divisor. So we can't continue our division process. So this is our divisor, this is our quotient, this is our dividend, and this is our remainder. Same thing we have to apply in our polynomial. So how to solve this problems in polynomial, let us discuss. This is our polynomial function x cube minus 3x square plus 5x minus 3, and gx will be equal to x square minus 5. That means we have to divide this polynomial with this polynomial. How we can get that? We have to divide this by this, because the variable of polynomial, because the degree of polynomial is greater in this polynomial. So x to the power, highest power of x is 3 and highest power of x is 2. So the highest power of x is 3, that means this is our dividend, and this is the smallest power, that means this is our divisor. So we have to write what? X cube minus 3x square plus 5x minus 3, and we have to divide it by x square minus 2. What we have to do here, we have to multiply this 8 by some number which is either smaller or equal to this number. So same thing we have to do here also, as we discussed this in class 9th also. So we have to multiply this x square minus 2 by x, so we get x to the power 3. So x square minus 2 by multiplied by x, it will give x cube minus 2x. So x cube minus 2x, here we are having x square, so x here x to the power 1. So we have to find out a term in which x to the power 1 is given. So here is 5x. We just write minus 2x below this particular term. We have to write minus 2x below this 5x, because we have to ensure that the power of that variable is same. So we just write x cube here and minus 2x here. Now you should change the sign of the function. So here x cube is a positive, so we have to convert it in negative, and here minus 2x is a negative term, so we have to convert it into positive. Now plus x cube minus x cube cancel, minus 3x square as it is written here, and plus 5x, and it will become what? Plus 5x plus 2x will use what? Plus 7x, and minus 3 will be carry forward. So now again x square minus 2x, what we have to multiply, it is x minus 2x, it will give minus 3x square, so that is minus 3. When we multiply it, it will give minus 3x square, minus into minus plus, 3 into 2 what? 6. So minus 3x square now we have to write here what? 6. So minus 3x, now we have to change the symbol. So negative become positive and positive become negative. Minus 3x square and plus 3x square cancel. 7x square as it is for 7x as it is forward, and minus 3 minus 6. So minus 3 and minus 6, when we add both, it will give same sign, become added. So minus 3 minus 6 will become minus 9. Now here we have to check what? X to the power is 1, and here our divisor, in our divisor x to the power is 2. So this remainder is smaller than our divisor, so we just stop our division process here. So this is our remainder, this is our divisor, this is our quotient, and this is our dividend. So quotient will be represent as qx, that is x minus 3, and remainder will be rx, that is 7x minus 9. So let us discuss one more question related to the same. This is our polynomial x to the power 4 minus 3x square plus 4x plus 5, and this is gx, x square plus 1 minus x. You can write it as x square minus x plus 1, so that it will become easier for you. So x square, x to the power 4, this is our px and this is our gx. What we have to multiply to this, so we get x to the power 4. It is already clear, we have to multiply it by x square. When we multiply it by x square, it will give this term. We have to write here these terms. Now here what we observe, that x cube is not in this polynomial, so we just write x cube excluded these terms. So x to the power 4 here, and x square here, and x cube is excluded. We just change the symbol of all the terms. So this become negative, this become negative, and this will become positive. So this will cancel out, and plus x square will be written first here, because what we have to do, we have to just write in the form of descending order of power of variables. So x to the power 3, x to the power 2, and it will become minus 3 and minus 1 will be minus 4x square, plus 4x as it is, plus 5x as it is. Now we have to multiply this by what? So we get x cube. It is already clear, we have to multiply it by x. When we multiply it by x, it will give this term. We just write here this term, and again we just change the signs, and it will become cancelled. Remaining term we have to write here. Now the next term is minus 3x square plus 3x plus 5. So here is x square and here is also x square. Still the degree is same, so we have to multiply it. What we have to multiply it, so that it will give minus 3x square. It is clear, it is minus 3. When we multiply it by minus 3, it will give this term. So this is the remaining terms. So symbol change, minus, plus, and plus. This will be cancelled out. Plus 3x minus 3x cancel out, and 5 plus 3 will become 8. So here we can conclude that our qx is what? Quotient is x square plus x minus 3. Here is our qx, and this is our rx. Rx is 8. So this is how we can solve this type of problem. Now this is your homework. You just try it at your home. If polynomial px is x to the power 4 minus 5x plus 6, and you have to divide it by 2 minus x square, or you can write it as minus x square plus 2. So it will become easier for you to solve. Hope you understand the concept how to divide, as we have already discussed this type of division in class 9th also, so it will not so that much difficult for you. Try this type of this particular question at home, and revise this question doing by your own without using this video. First you just learn by this video, and then you have to do it by your own without watching the video. Hope you understand. Hello students, we are discussing exercise 2.3 of class 10th part 2. Here we have second question. Check whether the first polynomial is a factor of second polynomial by dividing the second polynomial by the first polynomial. Here in this type of question we are having two polynomial, first and second. We have to check first polynomial is a factor of second polynomial by dividing second polynomial by first polynomial. So in this type of question, what we have to do, we have to divide this polynomial by the first polynomial. We have to divide second polynomial by first polynomial. So this is our px, or as this question is given in the form of t, so we can take it as pt, and this is gt. So when we divide this by this, if we get remainder is equal to 0, then we can say that yes, this is a factor of this polynomial, and if remainder is not equal to 0, then we say that this is not a factor of this polynomial. So let us discuss this question. So we have we have 2t to the power 4 plus 3t cube minus 2t square plus minus 9t minus 12, and we have to divide it by what? T square minus 3. So when we divide it by t square minus 3, first we have to multiply t square minus 3 by such a factor, so we get 2t to the power 4. So we have to multiply it by 2t square. This type of division is already discussed in the previous in the part first. You should prefer part first to solve this type of division process. So when we multiply t square minus 3 by 2t square, it will give 2t to the power 4 minus 6t square. So we write here 2t to the power 4 minus 6t square. So 2t to the power 4, 2t to the power 4 minus 6t square, change as sign this change, positive become negative and negative become positive. This will cancel out and 3t square will be written as it is, and minus 2t square plus 6t square, it gives 4t square minus 9t minus 12. So we have to get what? 3t square. So to getting 3t square, we have to multiply this t square minus 3 with 3t. We have to get 3t cube. Sorry, we have to get what? 3t cube. So to getting 3t cube, we have to multiply t square minus 3 by 3t. It will give 3t cube minus 3 into 3, 9t. So 3t cube minus 9t. When we change the sign, this will also cancel out, this will also cancel out, and remaining portion is 4t square minus 12. So t square minus 3, we have to multiply t square minus 3 by 4. So it will give what? 4t square minus 12. So when we multiply it by 4t square minus 12, it will give again 4t square minus 12. So 4t square minus 12, when we change the sign, it will become negative, it will become positive. Positive negative cancel, negative positive cancel, the remainder is 0. Since Rx means remainder, if remainder is 0, so we can say that gt is a factor of pt. So if we have to check that this first polynomial is a factor of second polynomial, then we have to do what? We have to divide it, and when we divide it, if remainder becomes 0, then we can say that yes, gt is a factor of pt. Now let us discuss one more question related to same. Px is this and gx is this. We have to check this is a factor of this polynomial or not. So we have to divide it by divide x to the power 5 minus 4x cube plus x square plus 3x plus 1 by x cube minus 3x plus 1. So we have to divide it by x cube minus 3x plus 1. So here is x to the power 5. What we have to multiply this? So we get x to the power 5. It is clear that we have to multiply it by x square. So when we multiply it by x square, it will become x to the power 5 minus 3x cube plus x square. So we just write here, we just change the symbol. This will cancel, this will be cancel out. So minus x cube minus 4x cube plus 3x cube gives minus x cube plus 3x plus 1. So we have to multiply it by what? So we get minus x cube, so we have to multiply it by minus 1. When we multiply it by minus 1, it will give this particular term. So when we write this particular term, this will cancel out and this will also cancel out after changing the signs. So minus plus 1 and this is minus 1, it will become plus 1 when we change the sign. So plus 1 will give 2. As Rx is not equal to 0, that means remainder is not equal to 0. That means Gx is not a factor of Px. Until and unless we not get Rx or remainder is equal to 0, we can't say that this is a factor of this polynomial. So to getting a factor, we have to get remainder is equal to 0. Now there is one more question which you have to do at your home. This Px is equal to 3x to the power 4 plus 5x cube minus 7x square plus 2x plus 2, and gx is x square plus 3x plus 1. That means we have to check this is a factor of this polynomial or not. So first you have to divide this px by gx. If the only condition that this is a factor of this polynomial is that you have to divide it if you get remainder is equal to 0. If you get rx is equal to 0, then you can say that this gx is a factor of this polynomial. Hope you understand the concept. So this is exercise 2.3 and part 3rd of this exercise of class 10th. So the question is, obtain all other zeros of 3x to the power 4 plus 6x cube minus 2x square minus 10x minus 5. We have to obtain the other polynomial, zeros of this polynomial if two of its zeros are root 5 by 3 and minus root 5 by 3. So we have to find out zeros of this polynomial, as it is clear that this polynomial, the degree of this polynomial is 4. That means the highest power of variable is 4. That means this polynomial having 4 factor, out of which 2 are given in this question, that 2 zeros are root 5 by 3 minus root 5 by 3, and we have to find out the other 2 zeros. Now you have to understand the concept that px is 3x to the power 4 plus 6x cube minus 2x square minus 10x minus 5, and you have to find out what other 2 zeros. So as this x equal to root 5 by 3 and x equal to minus root 5 by 3, that means these are the zeros of this polynomial. If these are the zeros of polynomial, that means x is equal to root 5 by 3. When we take this root 5 by 3 to this side, LHS, it will give x minus root 5 by 3 will be equal to 0. And when x equals to minus root 5 by 3, when we take it to the LHS side, it will give x plus root 5 by 3 equal to 0. That means we can say that x minus root 5 by 3 and x plus root 5 by 3 are factors of this polynomial. It is clear. So when we multiply this, it is also a factor of this polynomial. So when we multiply it, it will give us what? X minus root 5 by 3 and x plus root 5 by 3. If we try to understand this, it will give us as x plus a, x minus a. So a plus b, a minus b will be equal to a square minus b square. So it will give what? X square minus a square. So a plus b into a minus b will be equal to a square minus b square. When we take a square of root 5 by 3, it will give a positive term. So root will become removed from this particular term. So x square minus 5 by 3. That means x square minus 5 by 3 is a factor of this polynomial px. Hope you understand this question till now. So if this is a factor of this polynomial, if this is a factor x square minus 5 by 3 is a factor of this polynomial, that means when we divide it by this particular term, it will give remainder is equal to 0. So x square minus 5 by 3, when we divide it by the same long division process, first we have to multiply it by 3x square. So it will give this, and then by 6x it will give this, then by 3 it will give this. So remainder become 0. Now remainder becomes 0, that means from this particular term, and when we multiply, now you have to understand one formula. Px, this polynomial px is equal to gx dot qx plus rx. The polynomial px is equal to gx dot qx plus rx. Now here, what is px? Px is the actual polynomial. Gx, what is gx, what is qx, and what is rx? Rx is remainder, qx is quotient, gx is divisor. So dividend equal to divisor into quotient plus remainder. So in this particular question, px is our polynomial. What is polynomial? 3x to the power 4 plus 3x plus 6x cube minus 2x square minus 10x minus 5. So gx, what is gx? Gx, as we discussed, gx is x square minus 5 by 3, and qx is quotient. When we divide this, it will give us what? 3x square plus 6x plus 3. So 3x square plus 6x plus 3, and remainder is 0 as we divide earlier. So when we multiply this two term, now if we take LCM of this particular term, it will give us what? 3x square minus 5 upon 3, 3x square minus 5 upon 3, and when we take 3 common from this term, it will become x square plus 2x plus 1. 3 to 3 cancel. 3x square minus 5 by 3 is 1 factor. When we split it using middle term splitting method, it will give x plus 1 and x plus 1. So from this particular term, we can get this is equal to 0 and this is also equal to 0. When we put this is equal to 0, it will give x equal to minus 1, and we again put this is equal to 0, this will again give what? X equal to minus 1. So other zeros of this polynomial are x equal to minus 1 and x equal to minus 1, and 2 more zeros are given in the question, that is root 5 by 3 and minus root 5 by 3. So this is the method to obtain zeros of a polynomial if 2 of its zeros are given. So hope you understand the concept. So students, we are discussing exercise 2.3 of class 10th, and this is part 4. So question number 4 is, on dividing x cube minus 3x square plus x plus 2 by a polynomial gx, that the quotient and remainder were x minus 2 and minus 2x plus 4 respectively, find gx. So when we divide this polynomial px, that is x cube minus 3x square plus x plus 2 by a polynomial gx, quotient and remainder. Quotient means qx is x minus 2, and remainder means rx, and that is minus 2x plus 4. So if we divide this polynomial px, that is x cube minus 3x square plus x plus 2 by a polynomial qx, that is x minus 2, qx is given, that is x minus 2, and rx is minus 2x plus 4, and we have to find out what? Gx. As we discussed in a previous part of this exercise, px is equals to gx dot qx plus rx. So px is our polynomial, and polynomial is x cube minus 3x square plus x plus 2, and qx, the value of qx is x minus 4, gx is as it is, plus rx means minus 2x plus 4. So x cube minus 3x square plus x plus 2 as it is, this is minus 2x plus 4. When we take minus 2x plus 4 to LHS, it will become plus 2x, and plus 4 become minus 4, and that will be equal to x minus 2 dot gx. So x cube minus 3x square, x plus 2x will be 3x, 2 minus 4 will be minus 2. When we cross multiply it will comes to the denominator in this side, so it will become x minus 2, and that will be equal to gx. That means we have to find out what gx, and gx is finding out when we divide this polynomial by x minus 2. So here is the dividing process. When we divide x cube minus 3x square plus 3x plus minus 2 by x minus 2, so first we have to multiply x minus 2 by what? So we get x cube, so we have to multiply it by x cube. When we multiply it by x cube, it will when we have to multiply it by x square, so x square into x will be x cube, and x square minus 2 will be minus 2x square. So when we change the sign, plus x cube minus x cube cancel, this will become positive. So minus 3 plus 2 become minus x square plus 3x minus 2. So minus x square plus 3x minus 2 will take out as it is. So minus x square, what we have to multiply it? So we get minus x square, we have to multiply it by minus x. So minus x square and minus 2, minus into minus plus 2x. So symbol is changed, negative become positive and positive become negative. This will cancel out, and the remaining term is 3 minus 2 will be x minus 2. What we have to multiply x minus 2? So we get x minus 2. Obviously it is 1. So when we multiply it by x minus 2, it will give x minus 2, and change the symbol, positive become negative and negative become positive. This both will cancel out, and that is 0. So qx, here is our qx, and that is x square minus x plus 1. So hope you understand the concept how this type of problem is solved, that on dividing this polynomial on dividing this by a polynomial gx, the quotient and remainder were x minus 2 and minus 2x plus 4 respectively. So this is the formula, which is important formula to solve such kind of problem, that Px is equals to Gx dot Qx plus Rx. Hope you understand how to solve this problem.